You guys asked for it? I'm delivering it. Okay, let's go. So today, you guys, we have a freaking story time. A story time. Yeah. We're gonna spill some real tea in this video. In this video, we're gonna be talking about two girls, okay? One of their names will be Jessica, and the other one will be Julia. Jessica and Julia, that's really easy. So, let me paint the picture. Jessica, I was friends with her for a really long time, years and years. She was like my best friend for a long time, you know. We hung out every single weekend together, had sleepovers all the time. She was really close with my family, and she was just always at my house. Julia, I met later. I met her in about like 6th or 7th or 8th grade, sometime in middle school. And we also became really good friends. Eventually the three of us all became friends. But I definitely was closer with Jessica. Did I even say that right? I think so. The first girl. Okay, first girl's Jessica. I hope I didn't mess that up right now. So, here we go. So, I started dating, I started hanging out with my boyfriend, who, you know, wasn't my boyfriend at the time. He was just a guy. I was like really excited to, you know, start hanging out with him and get to know him, and just like you do, right? So, okay. I started sneaking over to his house, and don't worry, I have plenty of story times I can tell about getting caught sleeping at his house. They're awful stories. Well, they're good stories, but awful for me. That's a different video. But basically, I started to basically not have sleepovers with her every weekend, and I would start to go, you know, meet this guy. And let me just say right now, I get being the friend that, like, you know, your friend starts dating a guy and they don't really hang out as much, but we hung out every day, all day, every weekend. Like, there's no reason, like, I never was mean to her. I never said, like, I was like, hey, like, why don't we hang out, you know, after, or when I get back. Like, in my opinion, I don't really want a friend anyways who can't just accept the fact that, like, now my time's gonna, like, be split up, and, like, so I can explore this relationship more. And then they kind of just pushed me away because the way they would act towards me. It's like, okay, well then you guys are kind of my only two, like, friends, so I'm kind of just gonna hang out with this guy all the time. So that is what I started doing. I did start hanging out with him all the time, like on the weekends. On the weekends I'd hang out with I'd hang out with him on the weekends. And I was still talking to them. It's not like we just stopped being friends. And I remember I had texted Jessica one day, and I said something alluding a little bit more graphic to the saying that we kissed, right? Like we did more than kiss. Okay, I don't want to get too disgusting on here, but it was bad. What I said was, like, bad. And okay. Continue talking. I don't know if you guys had Ask FM at the time, but I had an Ask FM at the time. It's deactivated now, thank God. But, you know, I would post stuff on there thinking it was cool to talk about the fact that so just stuff like that, you know, whatever. And eventually, you know, months and months go by, and my mom starts telling me, you know, asking me, you smoke? You know, do you? I'm like, no. She's like, are you sexually active? And I'm like, no. And she's like, okay, well. And then she kept telling me, you know what, I keep getting texts from this number who's telling me what you're doing. And at that time I was thinking, okay, you know, it's probably one of my friend's parents who has an Instagram, because that's happened before as well. I've had friends, parents, like, see my Instagram or something like that and text my parents or whatever. I've had, like, family members do that. That's what I thought it was, you know. In my head I'm like, what? My mom wasn't getting mad at me, really. She just, you know, kept asking me, and I was like, I don't know where this is coming from. So, this went on for literally probably 6 months, maybe longer. And I was just getting so fed up with it, because every single weekend my mom was confronting me about something, and I'm just like, where is this coming from? Like, this literally just happened 5 seconds ago, and how do you already know about it? Like, you know what I mean? So One day I said to her, when I was so fed up, I was so pissed, I was literally fed up. I said, can I see the text messages that you're being sent? And she's like, sure. First thing I noticed, it's green text, we have iPhones, and it said, at the bottom of the text, of every text that was sent, it said, sent with text free. Girl, right there, that tells me, okay, someone literally downloaded one of those, you know, free text messaging apps where you get a temporary number and you can text. Someone made that to text my mom. So I keep looking. Lo and behold, I scroll up to a screenshot of text messages. My text messages with Jessica. My text messages with Jessica of me telling her that I just did something. You know, I did something. And the way that I described it too was just the last thing I ever wanted my mom to see. She screenshotted it, sent it to my mom. How did I know it was from her? It was literally, she had a nickname for me and it was my nickname for her at the top. Like, it was literally a screenshot of our text. And I said, Mom, this is Jessica. This is Jessica. This is my text messages with you guys. The second that I saw that, I was like, you're done. So basically, I kept reading the text messages. They were sending stuff from my Ask FM. Eventually, because I kept getting in trouble with stuff I was posting on Ask FM. Guys, I was a teenager. I was like, I was in was this? Yeah, this was in high school. So I was in high school. I was, in my opinion, a high schooler figuring things out. Now would I post the stuff that I posted? No, but like, you know, teens think it's cool to drink and smoke, and I didn't even drink. So, in the messages basically, so as I said, I deactivated my Ask FM for a little bit, and then I reactivated it. And guess what? They texted my mom and said she activated her Ask FM again. Why do they care so much that I had an Ask FM? Are you good, girl? Like, are you good? Are you being bored? How bored are you without me around? So, yeah, I told my mom. And my mom, by the way, was amazing throughout the whole thing, because once she found out that it was my friends who did this, she didn't care. She was not mad at me at all, because she was like, wow, I can't believe you had friends who would do this in the first place. So I immediately after I saw that, I called Jessica. So pretty much, I guess Jessica's the main character that I talked throughout this whole thing, because she was like my closer friend. Like, she showed it to me, and she's the one who sent the screenshot of the text. So yeah, so I said to her, you know, I called her and I went off. Like, middle school, I was very shy, not outspoken. High school came, and girl was outspoken for herself. I had a voice and I could speak up for myself. So I call her and I go, what is wrong with you? How dare you send screenshots of our text messages to my mom? My mom's literally, I was in the backyard doing this on the phone with her, and my mom's like sticking her head out the window like, oh, fucking. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, no, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I literally see the screenshot you sent of our text messages. What do you mean? No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Hangs up on me. Okay, you're such a good friend, girl. Love you the most. So yeah, we weren't really friends, and she never admitted it, that she did it, until after high school. Until after high school. Almost 4.5 years go by, and she's like, you know what? I'm really sorry that I did that. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why you did either. So, first of all, I might want to explain to you guys, and if the girl's watching this video, one of the girls, like, I don't hold resentment towards any of these girls, and I barely talk to one of them. The other one, I don't know what she's doing. But, I just need to say, I don't have any resentment towards these people. This was a long time ago. It doesn't affect me anymore. I have new friends and everything like that, but at the time it really sucked. So yeah, basically, I still have one of the girls on Snapchat. Like, you know, sometimes I'll respond to her stories or she'll respond to mine, but it's kind of just one of those things where like you could be best friends with somebody. You could literally like consider them a sister, and sometimes something happens and it's just ruined. You know, even if you wanted to be friends with them again, it's literally just like it'll never be the same. That's what happened. I knew for a fact it wasn't ever gonna be the same, and when people show you their real colors, listen. You know what I mean? You know, someone may claim to be your friend when, you know, things are easy and that's just, you know, whatever, that's what you're used to, but then the second you get a new friend or a new boyfriend or something like that, all this, suddenly you're like, I don't even know who this person is. I thought this person was my friend. I thought this person, these people, were supposed to be happy for my happiness. And I get it, like, I get it. Again, I said, like, if you have a friend who only hangs out with her boyfriend, I get it, that's annoying, but that's kind of how life works. I mean, people need to figure out things for themselves, and if you're a real friend, you're gonna stick around and you're just gonna be there for them. And just still hang out with them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so happy to be telling a story time again. You guys literally ask for story times all the time, so be expecting more story times. I've been wanting to tell this story for like a really long time, so I'm happy I finally got to do that. And thank you guys so much for watching. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. I love you guys. Bye.